All right, I've pushed this live. Let me check that we're live. Actually, let me go on my phone and make sure that it's broadcasting all right so that people can see it. Let me double check here. Let me check that we're live. Yeah, it looks like we're live. How you going, Paul?
Wonderful, Greg. How are you?
Yeah, good. It's good to have you here with us in the group. I'm just double checking, making sure it stays live and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, we're live here from Brisbane. We're both from Brisbane, which is the first time I'm hosting a lifetime deal with someone from my local town.
Yeah.
I can't say my hometown because I'm not originally from here, but from a local town. Are you from Brisbane originally?
I'm not from Brisbane, but I'm from Queensland.
Yeah.
So I grew up in the bush out west, the outback.
Yeah.
And I came to Brisbane to go to university, and I've been here, Sydney, other places, but mainly here in Brisbane.
Yeah.
It's a great place to live.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean, it's a great time of the year as well. Like now with the springtime, is the weather is beautiful, so it's a great place to be for sure.
Usually it's super sunny. Today is overcast, and you can still see lots of light coming through, but usually beautiful and sunny, but not today.
Yeah, no, for sure. Let me just give these one more minute just to see if just to give people a little bit of time to join us. I see a few people joining for sure. Let us know if you can see us all right and you can hear us without any issues. If you're live, please leave a comment in the post, and let us know if you can see us okay. Let me get someone to comment on these. You're good. Who's this Facebook user? I'm not sure who it is. I'm not seeing your name, but thank you. Thank you saying that we're good. Audio and video okay. Okay. Audio and video okay. We're not seeing your names because I believe you have to give StreamYard permission to be able to for your name to be displayed. I think once you click on the StreamYard link, it asks you to give it permission and stuff. So that's why we can't see your name now. But it seems like we're all good. Let me just share the link around with a few people as well, just to people asked me saying that they wanted to join. I've lost the link all of a sudden. Where are we? Okay, cool. All right. Well, it looks like it's all good, and we've waited a few minutes to get people to join. So let's get started. So this is Paul, everyone. Paul from myPresences.com. He's joining us, and we're launching today the new lifetime deal for exclusively featured in SaaSWiz. You can find it at SaaSWiz.com/myPresences. I've entered the link there in the live streaming, so you can see the details. But we're going to go through all that in a bit. I'll just get Paul to introduce himself, tells us a little bit about himself and his background, and then we'll look at some of the deal details, and we'll do a product demo. We'll try to keep it short, so that we don't take a lot of your time. Everyone's so busy right now. But yeah, Paul, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself and your background. I know you've you've been with myPresences for a while, and you were also involved in a different company before that was quite successful, and you had a successful exit from that company, and then you started myPresences. So maybe if you can tell us a little bit about that, and for people to get to know you.
No problem. Hi everybody, my name is Paul, and I'm the founder of myPresences. I've been a software founder for more than 25 years now. Out of university, I founded a software company called Shortcut Software, which became one of the world's largest providers of software to hair and beauty salons and other types of businesses as well. We grew to have over 17,000 locations worldwide using the platform. We had offices in the US and the UK, Australia as well, and we had over 180 employees. That business was acquired in 2013, and as the CTO of that company, back in 2012, 2011, the internet was becoming really important for small business. And with most of our customers being hairdressers and business owners that didn't understand online, I really became passionate about building a solution to help them deal with where should I be listed online, what do I do with ratings and reviews, and getting likes and people posting photos and videos. So when we exited Shortcuts, we dived straight into building the myPresences platform, starting back in 2013, and we spent a solid 2 years building an amazing platform that incorporated presence management, reputation management, and many other features. From there, due to some personal issues, we weren't really able to get the product into the market. Mm-hmm. But at the start of this year, we've been able to focus back on the product, and over the last year, we've added some incredible new features that we'll share with you fairly soon. And now we're looking to really push the product into the market. So we're doing a deal with SaaSWiz as the beginning of that process. So we're really looking for 2021 going forward to really push myPresences in the market. As you'll see, it's a really mature product. It's not a new product at all. Extremely powerful. I might be biased, but I believe it's one of the most powerful tools you can possibly find for a small business online. And if it's not there right now, that's our intention over the next few years, is to really make this one of the most powerful tools that a small business can use online.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I can definitely attest to that, because I own a marketing agency, and I've used different reputation management software, and I don't like talking just about reputation management, because your platform does so much more than that. It's not like reputation management is probably one of 5 main core aspects to it, but yeah, if you know, it's more of like a local SEO, online presence, all encompassing tool. And
when we build the platform, I mean, really, what we're trying to achieve with the platform is to allow a business to maximize their potential online. And we have a number of features that allow them to do that right now, and we have a number of features that we're looking to in the future that will allow them to do that as well. But really, it's allowing a small business to really maximize their potential online. Online is massively important to everyone nowadays, and so it has a lot of different features to help a business do that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And yeah, it's an awesome. It's just, once we go into the demo, like, people will see just how much of just how much you can do with it, and I'm looking forward to it. So thanks for sharing a bit more about yourself and the company, and where you come from. I'm sure people can ask more questions if they want to later, but maybe we should take a look at the platform. We'll do a demo of the platform first, and then at the end of that, we'll I'll go over the details of the lifetime deal, and we'll share those ones. So why do you? I know you're sharing your screen. I'll pop your screen up on the screen. Yep, there we go. And yeah, maybe you can walk us through the platform and what it does. And we'll go from there. I'll ask you some questions, if needed, and we'll discuss a few features a bit more. But yeah, take it away. I'll put the screen on the just the full view, so that people can fully appreciate it.
Sure. Now, I won't go into too much detail because the product is extremely comprehensive and we can probably go down some rabbit holes there, but I'll try and keep it as high level as I can. So as I said earlier, the platform was designed to allow a small business, a medium business, an online business, local business, to maximize their potential online. And it has a number of different tiers, and I'll run through how they work. The number one tier is presence management, managing where a business is listed online, and also how it's listed online and how that presence can be improved to get more business. We work with over 2,000 online services, and the way we've been able to do that is by building an amazing, really powerful backend that allows us to do that and add support for new services really quickly, and also to monitor not only name, address, and phone number like a lot of other systems, but everything about those profiles. So we actually track over 100 data aspects for each profile: name, address, phone number, Twitter, Facebook, email, you name it. We track everything about a profile. And we also index all of those services based on the country and the industry that is relevant. So if you're signing up as a dentist from California, we can say, here are 400 websites where you could potentially promote your business.
Yeah. Sure.
And then at that point, all we need is name, phone number, and maybe address. And then we then go off and we find all the places online your business is listed, and we bring them all into the platform and give you one place where you can manage everything. And that's the screen that you're looking at right now, which is our Presences screen. So you can see this business, your website, your Yelp listing, your Facebook profiles, Foursquare, you name it. They'll all be listed here, and then you can click through each of these links to get to more detail about each of those presences. And you can see what needs to be improved, what's incorrect from there.
And you actually integrate with over 2,000 different services. Which is just a crazy number. I've never seen any other platform that integrates with so many different services.
Yes, and that's a testament to the platform, really. We early on we spent a lot of time focusing on the back end and allowing us to do things like that, because I was aware of a number of other solutions that really had fallen over in this area, by building a really powerful platform. Like we can add support for new services in particular countries and niches really quickly. Thanks to the platform that we have in place. The other screen that I'm showing at the moment is our services screen. So the previous screen was a list of the presences that we're aware of for your business. This is all the places where you could potentially be listed. So at the top, you can see that we're aware of 108 services where we are listed for this business, but there's 333 that are relevant. And this is where you get access to all those businesses. So if you wanted to say, show me everywhere where I don't have a presence, you can do that from here. And then you can click through and then find out whether you want to list your business on that particular service. Click through to adding a listing, and find out more information about maybe we haven't found a particular service for a business, and you might want to do a Google search to find additional services. We try to find as many as we can automatically, but it's also possible then to go and find additional presences that we may not find automatically. So that's all based on what we call a profile. So when we are initially finding everything about your business, we're aggregating all of the data aspects that we could be found online about your business and bringing that into this profile. And here you can access every one of those aspects. So business name, country, postal code, region, email address, web address, and then by clicking on it, you can see all the variations that we found online. So you can see that. So for example, I've chosen postcode. You can see that the postcode is correct on all of these services, but are incorrect on these particular services, and then completely missing from these particular services. So for example, if you wanted to put your Facebook profile on as many profiles as possible, you would then click on your Facebook profile. You'll see where it's correctly listed, where it's incorrect, and where it can be added.
And that's something that's quite important for local SEO, having your NAP, your name, address, and phone number correct in all the different listings.
You want to be correct and consistent across as many presences as possible. So this screen helps you achieve that as well.
Yeah, cool.
So once this information is in the system, you can specify on the left-hand side for every aspect what you ideally want to have online. And that's how we generate the statistics on how accurate your online presence is. And then we can use that information in our presence generation service. So once your information is accurate, you have the option to create presences on these services yourself, or we have a team that will manually create the presences for you based on the information you provide in your profile. And I believe that's part of the deal as well. So there's a 50% discount on the presence creation services.
Yeah. So the deal, there's quite a few bonuses and surprises with the deal. Like we'll go more in detail after the demo, but yeah, one of the things that people will be able to access when they buy the deal is that they don't just get the platform, but there's also white label listing creation service that people will get at a 50% discount, so they can charge their clients to create business listings for them, and they don't have to do anything. They just give myPresences the details, and that will get done, and they will get a report once it's done, and all the myPresences, all the new listings will be added to myPresences. So we'll go into more detail after that, but it's an incredible deal, really well priced too.
And then all those presences that we're aware of are then monitored every day, so that if anything changes online, then you'll be notified that there's something that's changed. If information changes, a new photo was posted, a new video was posted, a review or rating change. From there, we also monitor all of your images. So this is also something that people don't really think to keep on top of. You may have businesses may have profiles that have been there for 10 years and you have out-of-date photos. So we'll aggregate all of your photos into one location, so you can see exactly what's listed on those profiles, so you can then go through and refresh them, and potentially use these photos in your social media postings as well. It's like a free immediate library of images you can use for your content.
And myPresences generates all that automatically.
Yeah, we discover all of the images and videos that are listed on all of your listings, and we bring them into one location. You can then use them for social posts or for any of your content.
Yeah, got it.
The other thing that's really powerful is we monitor everything that people are doing on any of your profiles, and we bring this into one location. We can see exactly everyone that's interacted with your business online, whether they've reviewed you, whether they've liked you, unfollowed you, followed you, commented, shared. They're all brought into one location, so you can then connect with your influencers and see who's interacting with your business online. We also have we also monitor events. So if there's any events posted on any event websites, they'll be brought into here, so you can see all of your events in one location. We monitor promotions. I don't have any in this particular demo, so I'm not going through the screens. If any promotions that appear on your listings are aggregated into one location, and also any general citation. So a citation is if we're not aware of the website, but you have a list mentioned somewhere, then you can manage all your citations separately to presences in that area. So that's a really quick overview of the presence tier. The other really major and important tier is reputation, as we talked about earlier. And myPresences has one of the most powerful reputation management platforms that are out there. We monitor hundreds of different review sites across many different countries and niches. And so we will automatically bring all of your reviews into one location, so that you can monitor them all, and you can see information on your reviews, analytics on your reviews.
You can reply to them as well, right?
You can reply directly to Facebook and Google My Business reviews through the platform, and then other platforms that will take you directly to the reply page to be able to reply. You can manage replies in terms of how many reviews can I reply to that I haven't replied to.
Yeah.
So we have sentiment analysis, so you can see which reviews are positive and negative. And one of the really cool things is we automatically, you can tweet these directly to Facebook and Twitter to share your reviews, but we automatically generate a social media image for each of your reviews. And we take it a step further, because we know it's a positive review and it has particular positive sentences within the review. We'll also generate a separate social media image for all the positive sentences within that reviews to make it super easy for you to be able to share any positive feedback you're getting on your social channels. You can set a default format, so you can say I want all of my social images to be Facebook sized, Facebook post sized by default, but you can quickly just change any of those images over to be, if I just quickly jump down to the image editor.
Because you can post to Google My Business, to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, right?
At the moment, you can. There's no posting to Instagram right now, but that as soon as we can do that, they'll be included. So, for example, this particular image here, it's a Facebook image by default.
Yep.
The site's a bit slow. I think it's been hit pretty hard at the moment. I can then change that.
Everything goes slow with the, at least for me, everything goes slow when I have the live stream on as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you know, the site is a lot snappy, but whenever I have the live stream, it's just the internet we've been blessed with in Australia. It's not very good.
It's a little bit slower in the stream, but yes, if you wanted to post that to LinkedIn, you can choose LinkedIn, update the image, put a LinkedIn version, and then you can post it directly to your social channels, and I'll show you that a little bit later on as well. So jumping back to reputation, as I said, very powerful review aggregation monitoring, but next step is you want to generate new reviews. It's super important that you have reviews on your profiles.
For sure.
You also have a very powerful review generation system. You can add your users into the system. You can import them into the system. You can then send them emails and text messages. And you can
do bulk import and one by one, correct?
Yeah, you can import them. You can add them one by one. And we also have a Zapier integration whereby you can bring in contacts through the Zapier integration, which might be more powerful as well.
And some people have asked in the past about Pibly, so that's something that you're looking at integrating with.
Would love
for
to.
Sure, we'll be reaching out to the guys at Pibly to integrate with that.
Yeah, we will be doing that as well. You can edit your own email templates, your message templates, and also define quite powerful campaigns.
And someone has asked here the SMS if it has drip campaigns.
Yeah, so that's what I'm showing at the moment.
Yep.
So you can define a campaign that has multiple steps, that it consists of email or SMSs, and so yeah, exactly that. So you can, if you want to send reminders on your review requests,
yep,
you can do that, and then these will then link off to a review page that you can configure.
Combine, SMS and email, like a campaign that uses both.
Yes, yeah. So you can say I want an SMS to go out immediately or within 10 minutes, and then I want if they don't provide any feedback, they'll get an email 2 days later, for example. You can have many steps as you want in that process. We then have a landing page they get sent to where you have the ability to then choose which review services you want to generate reviews on and which order. It can be one service, it can be just Google My Business, or it can be 10, as many as you want. They'll be then given the option to link off to those pages, leave a review. There are many different options. You can also have internal feedback only if you want the feedback just to come to you. You can have a combination of external and internal. And the other option is if you wanted to use gated reviews, you can do that as well.
That's one thing that in the past, with reputation management tools, people have asked. So, like, some people are okay with the gating, but I know there are people that prefer not to use gating because it can get you in trouble with Google, and I think with Yelp as well. I've never heard of anyone getting in trouble with Google for using gating, but I know it's against the policies, so some people prefer to not use the gating. So that's an option that you have built in.
The system won't default to gating, but the option is there. We have a number of different review widgets, and we have NPS, star ratings, faces, thumbs up, thumbs down, and you can use those with the gating system if you want to. So yeah, really powerful review generation included, and then we have the ability to then showcase your best reviews on your website. So we have showcase, what we call showcase widgets. You've just seen one pop up in the bottom corner there. We support 4 different varieties at the moment. We have the pop-up, as you can see. We also have carousel, where they scroll side to side. Just a simple list of reviews you can embed onto a page to show reviews and a review grid. And we're very open to adding different types of review widgets going forward. So that's a quick overview of the reputation tier. Again, there's probably there are some other things that I haven't shown, but I can answer questions in the group later if anyone has any particular questions about that. Going from there, we also have the ability to monitor search keywords. Now we're not because our target audience is small businesses. We're not trying to be SEMrush or Ahrefs or the most powerful SEO tool. We're trying to provide the features that small businesses need. So you can monitor your review keywords across Google, Bing, Google Maps, and Bing Local. So, for example, I can click on this search term here, and this will show you everywhere you're ranking for this particular search term, and you can then switch across and look at different search engines. Something that I think is incredibly powerful, and I don't believe any other platform provides this, is that we not only can track where you rank for your website, but because we know everywhere that you're listed online, we have all of your listings in the system, we can tell you that for a particular keyword, here's how you're ranking for those listings as well. So you may not be ranking for an important keyword on page 1, but maybe you've got 3 profiles there. So it's important to know that 30% of the first page is owned by your business, assuming that your profiles are compelling. So then the problem might be that they may hit those profiles. You only have a name and address and a phone number, no reviews, no ratings, no pictures, and they click off to one of your competitors. So as you can see from this listing, if you search for myPresences, the first listing is a hot frog listing. Then come to my website, and then I have a number of other listings that I own. But you can see here I own 50% of page 1 based on my website and my listings. So I think that's that's a really powerful feature that I believe no other platform can provide, because they're just not tracking everything about business.
And that's really interesting, because especially if you're a newer website, or if your client maybe might not be ranking in the first pages of Google, sometimes something like Yelp or the Google My Business or any other. Any other of those listings, they may be able to rank on page 1 because of their domain authority and their stuff. So these can track, myPresences can track that every profile that you have entered into myPresences and through to the platform, it can track if they're ranking. So if you're tracking that keyword. So and I like what you said, like, because at the end of the day, you're not an SEO ranking tool. So, people might get a little bit caught up in, like the amount of keywords, things like that. But this is just like an added bonus for local SEO and for people that provide local SEO and who have other tools that they use for rank tracking. But this still gives you up to 20 keywords to track per business. So, and it's not just, like you said, it's not just tracking the website, the keywords that your website ranks for, but it's actually tracking your Yelp listing, your any listings you have, like it's tracking where like those ones rank. So it's pretty powerful.
You know that if someone does search for this keyword, you own 50% of page 1. 50% of the links you click on will come to an entity that you control, and you need to make sure though that those profiles are compelling. If someone clicks on your Yelp profile and there's no photos, there's no reviews, there's no ratings, there's nothing, then quite often those websites will have your competitors right there on the same page, and they'll click off the one that has a 5-star review. So it's another reason why you should make sure that your online presence is as compelling as possible. From there, social, again, as Greg said earlier, we aggregate all of your social posts into one location. You have the ability to quickly post to multiple locations. We support Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google My Business, and hopefully in the future, Instagram. And this is completely integrated with the social images, as I said earlier. It's if I go to my image editor, using a post straight away, and it's just a matter of adding some text. We also have very powerful hashtag management. So inserting a hashtag, because hashtags are really important for increasing the reach of your social posts.
Yeah.
And we also have a dedicated hashtag management section. So we index all the hashtags that you're using in your social posts. We're showing you the ones that are the most used by your business, when you last used them. We suggest other hashtags that other software, businesses like yours are using. So this is a software company, so it's suggesting the top hashtags the software companies are using. And something that's really, really cool is that we then, for each of these hashtags, allow you to quickly link off to all the major social profiles doing a search for those hashtags. So you can then research, how are other people using these hashtags, and how can I use them in my posts to get more engagement with people. So I think that's something that's really, really useful as well.
That's pretty awesome.
From there, we have metadata management. So because we have everything in the profile for your business, we automatically generate schema.org markup that you can then paste on your website to improve rankings. And that's automatically regenerated whenever you change your base profile. The other thing that we have is really, really powerful analytics. We track hundreds of different KPIs across all of your listings. We also allow you to track your competitors, and we also track your closest peers. So if you add a cafe to the system, we will track all of your KPIs against the 10 closest cafes to you that are in the system, and give you an idea of how you're going compared to all of those. On our home screen, we have some quick analytics about how the business is performing on a number of different KPIs. You can quickly drill down on your website. As you can see on some of these graphs, these red lines and green lines are your competitors. So for example, you can see how they're comparing for domain authority, how they're comparing for most rank. Web Vitals, again, massively important for next year when this become a ranking signal. Tracking how you're going over time for different Web Vital signals and how you're comparing to your competitors. Google My Business, Facebook, Instagram, benchmarking. Again, a number of different KPIs. How is this business going compared to other software companies and your closest peers? So I won't go into much more detail, but we have extremely powerful analytics tracking multiple KPIs. And the other thing that's worth mentioning is and I think this is quite innovative, and it's one of the first things we built is each business has a timeline. So similar to your Facebook profile, and everything important about your business is automatically posted to the timeline. So as a business owner or someone looking after a business, all you need to do is come to the timeline, and you'll find everything that's relevant about what's happening online with your business. So any time something changes, a graph may be generated.
It's really interesting all the analytics you're sharing, because I know SEO tools that don't track that much, or the schema.org stuff you were sharing before, and all these analytics. I know SEO tools that don't include as much as myPresences does. So it's pretty incredible, like really powerful stuff.
And then from there, we're talking about the deal and the agency platform. Everything can be white labeled. You can run the platform on your own domain, on your own subdomain. You can use your own email servers. You can use your own Twilio account if you have a Twilio account for text messaging. You can customize it's actually running a bit slow at the moment. I don't know whether it's because people are really hitting the system hard or whether it's the streaming. But,
I think it's because of the streaming. Because I was using it just before and it was fine.
You can configure your messaging. the platform. You can set logos that will appear in the top corner. Where it says myPresences right now, you can replace it with your own logo. Login splash screens.
And you can set up your own SMTP and, or everything like that to make it white label.
Yep. And you can also specify custom CSS and custom JavaScript if you really want to go to town in terms of changing the look and feel of how the platform works. And also, I didn't show up, but the widgets that pop up on your website, you have full CSS control over those as well if you want to fully customize the fonts and the colors. So it's very flexible.
Awesome.
One more thing, reports. We have a very powerful reporting system. We have a number of pre-built reports. So if I wanted to run a reputation report for a date range, I can run that quickly. It will generate the screen. This can be shared as a link to customers.
And all this will be white label as well.
Yeah, so you can change the headers and all the information available on the report. And then you can then generate a PDF if you want to send that as a PDF to your customers.
So you can share it as a link or download it as a PDF.
As a PDF. And so we're constantly adding or improving these report components, and we're going to be focusing on those over the next few months to really add a number of new different report components and improve them. But it's very powerful out of the box. You can then go into the white label setup and configure your reports to include any number or combination of these report components. So I think that's a general overview of most of the pillars of the system. There are a lot of other little features in there that I won't go into detail on. And if anyone has any questions, we can answer those. But
yeah, for sure. There was one question here that a user was asking. Has an attorney, I'm guessing a client, an attorney as a client, that in the past has asked for reviews right on during the event, and they wanted a solution that has like a kiosk app where you can collect the phone number and ask for reviews. I'm guessing right there and then also during the following week with an SMS drip feature.
Okay.
So I don't think you would have the app side of things to get it done.
We don't have a kiosk mode at the moment, but we're very much driven by what our users are asking for.
Yeah.
So if that's something that people are looking for, we do have a landing page to capture reviews from people.
Yeah.
If we wanted to make it a kiosk, we would then build a simple app around that page and make it available for use as a kiosk app.
Yeah, but it's easy enough to collect phone numbers and to then enter them into the system and put them into a drip campaign. Yeah. So the second part of the comment where it says, with a drip feature, SMS drip feature during the following week after the event, so that's very much possible.
Yes. We do have a page that I didn't show where you can add a reviewer to the systems externally. So without having to go on the platform, an employee of the business can go to that page and put in the name, phone number, and an email address of the person, and they'll automatically be added to a drip campaign.
Yeah,
so that exists right now.
Yeah, and someone was asking for the roadmap. So the link page has a link to the roadmap. But I don't know if there's a few things that maybe you want to share that you're developing, or some features you're looking at.
Yeah, one of the major areas that's missing that we're looking to do in the near future is support for advertising, being able to monitor and manage advertising campaigns within the platform. So that will be one of the major new features going forward. But focusing on the reports and adding more report components and some improvements to the online widgets for showcasing reviews.
Yeah, for sure. And someone is very excited. Someone here is very excited and says that it looks amazing and really powerful. And they've asked what upcoming features are you most excited about. Yeah, I don't know if you want to share something or if you.
Is that for me?
Yeah.
For me, it's the advertising, because advertising is becoming inescapable now. The way Google and Facebook are pushing everyone to having to rely more and more on advertising. So when I say at the beginning of the demo, we are building a platform to maximize the potential of a small business online, we need to have that advertising tier. So that's what that will be a major focus going forward, so that we can say we have everything that you need to be able to thrive online.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about the lead generation tool. That's it's also pretty exciting.
Yes.
Maybe you can share a little bit. Like it's a tool that will be like it's included in the lifetime deal, but it's a tool with high costs to myPresences. So there will be a small cost to that, but yeah, maybe you can share a little bit about it.
Yes. So you probably have seen online the ability for various companies to be able to put in a business's details and do a search to see where you're listed on a few websites online. Usually that's a generic list of websites. A lot of them quite irrelevant, to many businesses, but it'll search for 20 top websites. And quite often it's a fixed list and it works worldwide. So we've developed something similar to allow you to search for a business and see where they're listed, where you're listed online, and your reputation on those sites as well. What's your ratings and reviews and photos and videos. But we've also built vertical versions of that search engine. So if you're focused on lawyers or software companies or startups, then you can make that search engine focus on startup websites or focus on software company websites. So where is a software company listed on G2 and Quasdesk and all those different sites that are important for software companies? And it's in a similar way for lawyers, searching lawyer websites, accountant websites, restaurant websites. So we're really excited about not just the ability to do a business scan, but being able to scan for verticals and how are you listed on these particular vertical websites. So that's in the moment, and we're looking to make that available early next year. And that can then be embedded onto your website, and it will automatically generate leads into the agency platform that you can then follow up and to sell them additional services.
Yeah, so like, I mean, that tool looks awesome. Like for me, for example, as an agency owner, I can embed that widget on my website, and it has an opt-in wall where people need to add the name and the details of the company and their email address as well, and phone number or something like that, and myPresences finds their business, and it will find if they're listed on Yelp and Yellow Pages and all the TripAdvisor, all the different stuff that's applicable to that business in particular, to their industry, and you will get the details, and you'll be able to contact them with a report or something like that, where the places that they're missing, where they should be on, and then it's something that you can offer a service over, because especially as well with the deal we have for you now, where you have a white label listing creation service through myPresences. So you'll be able to sell that to the client, and the client will see the report that has everything in detail, where they should be listed online but they're not listed, or where they are currently listed but the details are wrong. So it's really powerful tool, and like I said, there's a cost to it, but it's really cost effective. So we've added the details to the deal page, but it's the tool is included, and it comes with some complimentary scans every month, but then for extra scans it will have a cost of just 50 cents per scan, because otherwise it could get abused, especially by bots as well, if you don't have the paywall and the opt-in feature as well. It could just get abused by bots and stuff and whatnot. So it's and once someone runs a scan, hundreds of API calls are made. So there's a small cost to that. But yeah, is there any other things you want to share? Or are you happy for me to show people the deal page?
That was a very quick high level overview of the platform. I think that covers off the majority of the major areas of the platform.
Cool, awesome. Let me quickly grab my grab my screen. You can see my screen, yeah? Okay. That's it. You can see my screen? All right. Paul, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can. Sorry.
Yeah, you can? Okay, cool.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the deal. So SaaSWiz.com/myPresences. You can find the link on the post as well. You can find all the details here. We'll put a video here, a link to this webinar. But you can find all the information we've been talking about and a bit more information about each feature. But yeah, if you scroll all the way down, you'll see the deal details and everything that's included in under the lifetime deal terms. So now I tried. There's a lot of features, so I try adding as much as I could. But again, it's not extensive when it comes to the actual all the features the platform has. And just so you know, people buying the deal will also get an ongoing discount for adding extra locations afterwards. So that's pretty cool. So the lifetime deals, you can find all the deal terms under this section, and then the lifetime deals, it's $59 will give you one location. You'll be able to manage one location if this is something just for your business. For $149, you'll be able to manage 10 locations and businesses if you're doing this for clients, and this will jump you up to the white label agency platform. For $249, you'll be able to manage 20 locations and businesses for your clients. It gives you the same features. And $490 will give you 50 locations of businesses. So that if you do the maths, that deal, every deal is pretty amazing, but this works out to be less than $10 per location. So that's pretty cheap when you can potentially charge your clients a few $100s ongoing every month to manage their business online reputation. And you're getting here, you're just paying under $10 per location. So you can also add more if you want more than 50 locations, then you'll be able to add more locations at the same cost. So for $490, you can add 50 more locations. You can add that to your 20 locations deal or your 50 locations deal. So up to you how you do that. And like I said before, there's an ongoing discount. So people that get the deal will be able to, if they run out of locations in the future, you'll be able to then get a 50% off the monthly fee. But then it's also based on the tier that you got. So let's say you got 50 locations, the 50 locations deal, and then you run out and your location number 51, your client number 51, you'll be able to charge them to pay myPresences only $11 per month for that extra location. So if you got just 10 locations, then the cost will be these $13.50, right? So so it's based on how many locations you got, and then you keep these discount, this 50% off discount, lifetime for a lifetime. And like I mentioned before as well, myPresences has a white label service they can provide to you, where for over 200 services, they're able to create a business listing for your client for only $2.50 per listing. So when you log in, when you get the deal and you log in into the platform, you will see in the back end in one section where you can request. So for example, this is an example here you can see on the screen. You can request Yelp listing to be added, Foursquare, Brown Books, Storeboard. There's a lot of different business listings like word of mouth, all these ones that can be created for you. myPresences normally charges $5 for this, but for you it will be at $2.50 per listing. So you can request, one of them or all of them to be created at the same time, and you just charge your client whatever you want. You might feel that you can charge $10 per listing or $20 per listing, and then the cost to you will just be $2.50. And this will be a white label solution where your client will never know that myPresences did this. You just have to give myPresences some details that you can see in the platform, like name, the name of the business, and just a few details like that. So yeah, sorry, what was that?
I was going to say, Greg, that's automatically populated when the business comes into the system.
Oh, true, yes.
So a lot of the time, there's nothing to do, because assuming they have a reasonably accurate listing online, we should have a good representation of their information. But
so if they already have presences in the platform, then no details will be required.
Yeah. So, but we do recommend that, and we force them. They need to tick a box, basically, that they have checked the profile before they place an order.
Of course.
Everything is completely accurate, and then we'll use that information as a template to generate the presences.
Yeah, of course. And so that's how that works, which is pretty amazing. So your deal comes with a lot of stuff, and it can definitely help you generate an extra income. You get unlimited contacts store in the platform, unlimited widget views. So there's actually no limit to when you have your reviews displayed on the website and things like that. Whether it's a pop-up or a carousel or a grid or a list, there's unlimited widget views for those ones, for your reviews to be displayed. So no issues, no limits there. There's competitor tracking per location, so you get the 10+3. Can you explain the 10+3, how that works?
Yeah, so 10 is the automatic peer tracking. So if you're a cafe in Sydney, we'll find the 10 closest cafes and compare your average performance across all the KPIs against their average.
Yeah, okay.
How you compare to the average business like yours near you.
Yeah. That's the 10 and the 3.
The 3 is when you can add 3 particular businesses you want to track, so your competitors, basically. Yeah.
So you add 3 competitors that whatever you want, and then the 10 is your place closest related.
Yeah. The 10. And that'll change as new businesses are added to the system. If there's another cafe that's closer to you, the idea is to a good representation of local businesses that are near you.
Yeah, for sure. And then you get you can track up to 20 keywords per location as well. So, and like we said before, this is not just 20 keywords. It's not just going to track the keywords your website is ranking for, but these will track any of your online presences if they're ranking for those 20 keywords you enter. So that's pretty cool. Zapier is included. Public Connect hopefully coming soon. You get 500 emails per month, and that's per location. So you if you have 50 locations, that's every location gets the 500 emails per month. But you can also use your own SMTP. So you can use your own SMTP to send, however many emails you want. The SMS is an add-on. Of course, there's a cost to this, which is 5 cents per SMS credit. So for the US and Canada, you would just use 1 credit. For the other countries, at the moment, you would just use 1 credit as well. But this is something that's been implemented where, for other countries, the cost can be 8 cents, 10 cents per credit using Twilio. So they will require 2 credits per SMS. So US and Canada is 1 credit. All other countries, it will be 2 credits per SMS. But you can also use your own Twilio APIs credentials if that's what you prefer. And then you just pay the Twilio fee and you get a number from Twilio. Like we said before, $2.50 per listing creation, and that's a white label service. That's a 50% off the normal price, which is normally $5 per listing, and you can charge your clients whatever you want. This will take normally, depending of course on demand and however many listings you're trying to get. Like it might take around 10 days, but you sell this to your client, you get it done within the month, and you charge them whatever you want. So everyone's happy, right? So you could charge your client $20 per listing or whatever you want, and you're just only going to pay $2.50.
And also,
yep,
it's not just a report they get back. Those listings get added to myPresences and continue to be monitored going forward.
That's right. So they get automatically added to myPresences, and everything will then start being monitored and all that, and you can create the reports and all that. There's the tiered 50% off monthly, so that we showed before. If you for extra locations, that's just so you know, that's not applicable to the single location deal, because that deal doesn't have the ability to add on locations. But any of the other ones, the 10 locations, 20 locations, and 50 locations, you can add you can add more locations to it because they're on the agency platform. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and just as per usual with all our deals, that 30-day money-back guarantee, and you need to redeem your codes within 60 days. There's here a few things to keep in mind, just so you know. The monitoring of the presences and the ranked keywords and all these, this adds a huge amount of server load and API calls. So if you haven't logged into your account for 30 days, then the system stops monitoring. Nothing changes, nothing breaks, nothing bad happens. It just stops monitoring, so to reduce the server load and the API calls while data is not being used. But everything restarts. If you log in and you start monitoring again, like everything just restarts and starts monitoring and tracking again. So nothing's going anywhere, nothing's getting lost. You don't have to reconnect again, nothing like that. It's just the system to reduce the server load and the API calls, which is fair enough with a lifetime deal. So yeah, that's just to keep in mind. Also, if you're getting an add-on, so you'll get this in the instructions when you buy the lifetime deal. But all these, you have the redemption instructions. But then if you get an add-on, they need to be manually added, because they can be added to your 50 locations or to your 20 locations. So you just need to email myPresences at help@mypresences.com. You will get that information, and they'll add it for you manually, within 24 hours. So if you give them a bit of time, they'll add those to you. And and last but not least, I'll announce these in the group as well, but we're actually gonna give people an extra 10% discount. So I haven't added that there, but we'll be giving people a 10% discount for just for the next 5 days. So if you buy your deal in the next 5 days, you'll be able to use the coupon code Action Taker, and you'll be able to get a 10% discount. So that's only going to be for 5 days. The deal is going to go for longer than 5 days, but that discount is just for the first 5 days. So that's just to give a little bit of an extra discount for people during Black Friday and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the deal. There's a couple of questions here. So someone's asked if we're able to do split payments for the higher plans. But it's not something we've discussed as of now. I'm not sure if that maybe we'll need to discuss that, Paul. If people wanting to get a really high plan or like some stacking. Maybe we can work something out, but I'll have to see if we're able to get that done with the system.
Is that referring though to buying the plan using credit card and PayPal, for example?
I think it's just a split payment. Like if instead of paying $490 in one payment, like paid in 2 payments, something like that, 2 monthly payments or something like that. I'm not sure if we can manage that with the system that we use for payments, and I don't know how that would work in your back end. But maybe it's something that we'll have to discuss after
we can discuss and see what the requirements are. Like,
if people want to get some different add-ons, then I think definitely we can add an option. But just the current lifetime deals, the 59, 149, 249, and 490, I'm not sure if we'll add the split payments. We'll have to see. Someone else asked how many developers you have working.
We're only a small team at the moment. I have a development background, and I'm mainly product focused. We have a couple of developers and designer, but really the plan, we have a lot of things we want to develop. So we're looking to greatly increase the development team next year.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you're just a crazy developer. I remember asking you for a few things, and they were done within hours. So Paul is a very experienced software developer who's worked for big companies here in Australia, and then also he had a big exit in his previous company where he was one of the main developers. So and he's looking at growing his team more and more.
I built a platform that is used in lots of hair salons worldwide 20 years ago, and that platform's still used today.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to building software, we can be extremely efficient in terms of getting turnaround time.
For sure, and what I like is that this is your only product, and your only focus. So everything goes into this full time, and it's an incredible platform. It has a lot of features, and they work well. And I'm sure new features will come through and will be just as good, for sure. But yeah, I think that was the last question. It's been an hour now, so maybe a little bit longer than we were planning, but that gives us a really good overview of the deal, and I'm sure if people have more questions, they can ask in the main post. I'll post the link to the replay, the webinar replay. But yeah, just thank you, Paul, and I want to thank everyone who stayed till the end. Not many people stayed till the end, but we have a few people that stayed until the end and asking questions and stuff. So thank you so much for staying. We'll see you in the group, and yeah, please share the deal around. And if you have any questions, just ask them in the main post. I'll post a replay to this webinar under the main Facebook post in the group for myPresences. So thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Greg. And I'll be hanging out on your Facebook page after this.
For sure, answering all the questions that everyone fully expects it.
No problem.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Thank you very much.